well, it's Saturday, it's game day. Here we go, we've got the colours on and it's a beautiful rainy day. It's a wet weather sport. After a week of ordering everything and making sure everything's ready to roll, including we had some other committee business this week, Karen's picked up everything for the canteen this morning and headed over there a few hours before anyone else gets there, except for Callum, who you'll see shortly is doing the lines in this weather. One of the daily routines that we do before a game is to get out here and check over the oval. We've often got some animal excrement on it that we have to move and other objects. Cal's right down the end there doing the lines. It's about to come bucketing down. But the only excrement I've found today is some kangaroo. Interesting. See you in a little while. It's 10:30 in the morning, no juniors on today, but here we are getting the kitchen ready for the day. Hi Karen.
Hey.
Like a half an hour later, old Cal's still going out there. He's got to play today and he's already walking around in the rain. We are in the change rooms, in the trainers' rooms, preparing bottles for the day. Jess is mentally preparing herself to fix up bodies for the day and make them last the game. Hopefully not have to do too much reactionary stuff. Here we have the Barbie shed. Everyone getting ready. Big game. So we've got about 40 minutes before the game starts. Up until this point, my role that they had I wear as a chaplain here has been to pray. This morning, and I never pray for a win because I don't think God takes sides like that. But I do pray for protection for the lads from injury, and most of all, I just pray for openings. I pray for conversations that will go deeper than how you're going. You know, how's your week been, kind of thing. And those conversations come once you earn some trust. Today I'm in the fluoro. My job is the runner. I'm the guy who runs all the messages out from the coach. It's an interesting job because I think you end up doing more actual running than you do when you're playing, regardless of which position. But the only good thing is you don't get hit. Well, you hope so anyway. We were wearing yellow armbands today. It was a safe driving awareness thing. We do these things from time to time. Sometimes we'll wear different coloured socks or an armband which represents something, and often we'll wear a black armband if someone's passed away and we want to commemorate that. So yeah, only about a half an hour before game time now. All the boys are starting to warm up as best they can. The message today on a day where it's this wet will be pretty simple football. Let's just get the ball forward. No messing around with it. Get on with it. Thanks. So I'm going to be a bit busy from here in, so I'll see you after the game, hopefully with the club song. Here we go. Here we are, end of the game, 100-point winners as it turns out today. Just a really good game by the boys, so now the second aspect of my role kicks in. Thanks. So what does the role of a chaplain look like now when you've had a good win like this? Sometimes it's more significant when you've actually had a really disappointing game or something like that. But the boys are all up and about, so a little bit hoarse from yelling at them all day. But now it's more about just getting alongside people and just doing life with them. Really, it's you win trust by only by the effort that you put in, and just so when you have conversations with people, it's all about their world and get them to talk about their world, and then you look for that in. And once you're a trusted individual around the place, you find that those ins come a bit more readily, and you don't feel like you're shoving it down anyone's throat, but you're just able to freely talk about who you are. And my chief identity is in Christ, so that just comes out naturally. So now off for some chips and gravy. Great, and the boys have started well. 3 goals 2 to 1 goal 1. Back when I first became a chaplain at the sporting club here, I rang my friend Brandon and said, what does a chaplain do? Give me a few tips here. And his advice was, part of his advice was to get involved around the place and become a familiar face, and through that just get involved in people's lives. But it's very much start serving, just be serving people, serving the club, and then as time goes on, you can back those roles off. I've found that to be very true. I've been able to back off roles a fair bit now. However, today I've just kind of stepped back into the runner's role, just because there's been a bit of a shortage of people to fill the position. So, but I'll gladly do that, because it's also I'm involved not just on their off-field life, but also on their on-field life in that role. So, so as the day rolls on and we wind into an evening after the A grade, the A grade's half done now, but after that there'll be just a lot of downtime tonight at the club, and that's where probably our most significant opportunities arise, where you just sit down with someone, perhaps someone new, and say, just tell me your story. There's not a lot of science to it. It's just, I haven't got a 6-step plan or anything like that. It's just me being me and being interested in others. Well, here we are, nearly the end of the A grade, and another good win to the boys. Siren's probably about to go any second, and the boys will be doing the song on the oval today, like we did in the Bs, just because of COVID restrictions. All done and dusted on the field. Good win to the boys. A couple of injuries on the bench. Green and the gold.
One and the Bulldogs are strong and we're bold. Loyal sons of the old Bulldogs. Vision of us win the game. Whether you're big, great or small, those boys will win overall. Loyal sons of the old Bulldogs, it's always the victory.
Just by way of postscript, we did have a very good day on the field, and I think we had a pretty good day off the field. Grabbed an opportunity just to get to know a player who's fairly new, and I haven't really gotten to know his story. Sat down with him and his wife, had fun with his little daughter as well. But that's, I think, the thing about being a chaplain is it's a bit of a patience game. You've got to build that trust. You've got to build the relationships up. And so the time with them was really just asking questions about their life. I didn't get any questions back, but that'll come. So you just chip away at it, but it's also a bit of a balancing act in knowing when to jump in with the deeper stuff, and I think you just feel that out. But I think most of us do that in everyday conversations anyway. So I feel blessed to be able to serve as a chaplain at the football club, the local football club. Everyone in town knows what I do for a living, which is kind of the beauty of being in a small town. So when I do raise thoughts about my faith and challenge gently on that kind of stuff, then it's not a real surprise. And but as I said, the first thing that's got to come is earning that trust and developing those relationships. And I think that's the groundwork for chaplaincy in any form. You've got to work so that people trust you, and then people will, knowing your role, that will open themselves up. So what does the year ahead hold now? Well, currently we're in lockdown, and the games have been cancelled this week. So I know the boys are all still interacting them quite a bit on social media and trying to make sure they're maintaining their fitness and everything this week. I'll be checking in on some of that just to see how the guys are travelling and lockdown, things like that. Generally, I think most of them are doing pretty well. We do have a few people that had some mental health issues, and I've been fortunate enough to work with them as well. But yeah, if chaplaincy is something you're considering, then I strongly encourage it. Just take some of these principles and put it into your own context. And I think it'll, no matter where you find yourself as a chaplain, your role will naturally evolve around your faith, and it will evolve around your personality and your giftings. Thanks for watching.